Well, I'm going to stick by what I've done all along. I'll give you a brief synopsis of the history of this. I wasn't aware of. I mean, I was driving along in the car one day a good few years ago, and I heard BBC, EDL, far right, and I thought, if the BBC are telling me something's far right, I don't believe it. I want to find out for myself. So I found out a little bit about it, and then, of course, Tommy Robinson popped up on Newsnight, being interviewed by Paxman, and I watched that. In those days, I used to watch Newsnight. I don't anymore. And I watched that and I thought, hang on, this man is talking some sense. He doesn't sound like a far-right extremist to me. Found out a bit more about him. I didn't meet him until last year when Malcolm Pearson was interviewed by him, because at this time he was doing his kind of media work. Malcolm said, how about letting him interview you? So I said, okay, let's do that. So he came and interviewed me, got to know him, and then I subsequently read his book, Enemy of the State. I realise he is not how he is presented. Now, I've said all along, I don't necessarily agree with everything Tommy Robinson said. I don't know everything he said, but I think he's broadly right. He isn't a racist, right? He isn't far right. The EDL was set up as a spontaneous reaction to what was going on in Luton. It was infiltrated by the far right, and probably some of those people were working for the security services, because that's how the security services destabilise any organisation that it doesn't want getting anywhere in the public scene. Now, he's had to live with all of that, and then he gets tarred as far right and an extremist. What he is, in my opinion, is an extremely brave man who is prepared to stand up and say there is a massive problem facing our country, which is Islamic ideology. And again, like me, he doesn't talk about people, because he can mix with anybody of whatever race and ethnic, but he will talk about the ideology as I want to, and for that he's persecuted. Now, am I going to do the cowardly thing and turn my back on him and say, oh, I can't support him anymore because so many people hate him? When I see John Bercow stand up in Parliament, what did he call him? I can't remember the exact words, but he castigated him in Parliament and insulted him. I thought, who's the despicable person here? Is it somebody who has, for whatever flaws they've got, has stood up and done the right thing, or you horrible creeping piece of whatever you are, sitting in that office, that what should be a revered and honoured office with long history of people defending the right to free speech and freedom, and you sit there and castigate a man who can't defend himself? You are a piece of work, mate.
We will make America great again.